Welcome to Star Bios, the podcast where we delve into the fascinating lives of Hollywood's most intriguing icons. Today, we're shining the spotlight on the captivating Jayne Mansfield, a blonde bombshell who sizzled on screens in the 1950s and 60s with her unique blend of vulnerability, sensuality, and charisma. With her tumultuous life, stunning looks, and untimely death, Jayne Mansfield's story is a gripping tale of old Hollywood glamour, personal struggles, and the enduring power of celebrity. As we step into the world of Jayne Mansfield, imagine yourself transported to the picturesque town of Bryn Mawr, Pennsylvania, where the sun casts a warm glow over the charming streets and historic homes. It was here, on April 19, 1933, that Vera Jane Palmer, later known as Jayne Mansfield, was born to Herbert William Palmer, a successful attorney, and Vera Jeffrey Palmer. The Palmers were a respected family in the community, with a strong social standing and a comfortable lifestyle. However, their happiness was short-lived, as tragedy struck just a year after Jayne's birth. Herbert William Palmer's sudden death from a heart attack in 1934 sent shockwaves through the family, leaving behind a young widow and infant daughter. This pivotal event would shape Jayne's future, as her mother, determined to provide for their family, made the bold decision to relocate to Phillipsburg, New Jersey. The move marked a significant change in Jayne's life, as she traded the comforts of her birthplace for a new and unfamiliar environment. In Phillipsburg, Jayne's mother found work as a teacher, and the family settled into a cozy home on a quiet street. The town, with its rolling hills and conservative values, was a far cry from the bustling streets of Bryn Mawr. Yet, it was here that Jayne spent her formative years, surrounded by the simple pleasures of small-town America. Her mother, a strict disciplinarian with high expectations, encouraged Jayne's early interest in music and drama, nurturing her creative talents through piano lessons and local theater productions. As a child, Jayne would often entertain family gatherings with her impressive vocal range and precocious charm. She was a natural performer, and her mother recognized the spark within her daughter. Vera Palmer's own experiences as a young woman had been marked by hardship and struggle, and she was determined to provide Jayne with the opportunities she never had. This mix of tough love and unwavering support would become a hallmark of their relationship, shaping Jayne's personality and informing her future decisions. As the 1940s unfolded, Jayne's world expanded beyond Phillipsburg's borders. She spent summers visiting her father's family in Pennsylvania, developing a deep affection for her grandparents and the rich cultural heritage of the Keystone State. These formative experiences instilled in Jayne a strong sense of identity and an appreciation for the performing arts, which would become the foundation of her future career. Her grandparents' stories about her father's life and legacy also sparked a sense of curiosity and wonder within Jayne, fueling her desire to learn more about the world beyond her small town. The post-war era brought significant changes to American society, and Jayne's life was no exception. As she entered her teenage years, she became increasingly fascinated with the glamour of Hollywood, devouring movie magazines and idolizing screen sirens like Betty Grable and Lana Turner. Her mother, recognizing Jayne's passion for the performing arts, began to encourage her daughter's aspirations, supporting her decision to pursue a career in show business. Jayne's bedroom became a shrine to old Hollywood, with posters of her favorite stars adorning the walls and stacks of movie magazines cluttering her desk. She spent hours poring over the pages, studying the lives and careers of her idols, and dreaming of the day she might join their ranks. Her mother, though sometimes concerned about Jayne's fixation on the glamour of Hollywood, saw the fire in her daughter's eyes and knew that she had to nurture it. In 1950, Jayne's life took a dramatic turn when she married Paul Mansfield, a young man from a local family, in a whirlwind romance that would ultimately prove to be a pivotal moment in her journey. The marriage was a union of two young souls, both eager to escape the confines of small-town life and make their mark on the world. Though the relationship was marked by passion and excitement, it was also fraught with tension and uncertainty. The blonde bombshell persona that would soon captivate audiences nationwide was still in its infancy, but the foundation had been laid. Jayne's story is one of transformation, of a young woman from small-town America who dared to dream big, and whose legacy continues to fascinate us to this day. As Jayne's marriage to Paul Mansfield blossomed in the quaint small town of Bryn Mawr, Pennsylvania, she found herself torn between her domestic duties and her burgeoning passion for the performing arts. The charming streets, lined with colonial-style homes and bustling with community events, seemed to whisper tales of a simpler life, one that Jayne was eager to escape. Despite the constraints of small-town life, where everyone knew each other's names and gossip spread like wildfire, Jayne's creative ambitions continued to simmer, waiting for the perfect moment to boil over. That moment arrived in 1953 when Jayne gave birth to her daughter, Jayne Marie Mansfield, a joyous occasion that brought immense happiness, but also a sense of restlessness, as Jayne felt an insatiable urge to pursue her dreams. As she navigated the challenges of motherhood, Jayne's mind often wandered to the world of theater and dance, where she had once found solace and expression. The arrival of her child brought new responsibilities, but also a renewed sense of purpose, as Jayne began to envision a future where she could balance her creative aspirations with her role as a mother. In 1954, Jayne's life took a dramatic turn when she began attending classes at the prestigious New York Dramatic Workshop, where she honed her craft under the tutelage of renowned instructor Stella Adler. The workshop, nestled in the heart of Manhattan, became Jayne's haven, a place where she could escape the mundane routines of small-town life and immerse herself in the world of theater. It was during this period that Jayne's unique blend of vulnerability and sensuality began to take shape, as she immersed herself in the works of Tennessee Williams, Arthur Miller, and other literary giants. Her experiences on stage, particularly in productions such as The Women and Picnic, not only refined her acting skills, but also instilled in her a sense of confidence and determination. Jayne's performances were met with critical acclaim, with reviewers praising her raw talent, charisma, and dedication to her craft. As she delved deeper into the world of theater, Jayne discovered a sense of belonging, a feeling that she was part of a community that understood and appreciated her artistic vision. Jayne's big break came in 1955 when she landed a role in the Broadway production of Will's Success, Spoil Rock Hunter. The play's success was meteoric, with Jayne's performance as Rita Marlowe earning her critical acclaim and attention from Hollywood heavyweights. Her star turn on Broadway caught the eye of Paramount Pictures, which signed her to a film contract in 1956. Jayne's ascension to stardom was nothing short of remarkable, as she effortlessly navigated the transition from stage to screen. The bright lights, glamorous sets, and talented cast of characters that populated the world of Hollywood were a far cry from the quaint streets of Bryn Mawr, but Jayne was ready to take on the challenge. One notable example of Jayne's early success was her starring role in the 1957 film The Girl Can't Help It, directed by Frank Tashlin. This musical comedy showcased Jayne's impressive vocal range and captivating on-screen presence as she played opposite Tom Ewell in a story that cleverly satirized the excesses of Hollywood. As she sang and danced her way through the movie's colorful sets and witty dialogue, Jayne proved herself to be a talented and dedicated performer, capable of holding her own alongside some of the industry's biggest stars. Jayne's subsequent films, including Rock Hunter and Kiss Them For Me, solidified her status as a leading lady, with her unique blend of humor, charm, and sensuality captivating audiences nationwide. Her collaborations with directors such as George Cukor and Billy Wilder not only showcased her impressive range, but also demonstrated her dedication to her craft. As Jayne's star continued to rise, she found herself at the epicenter of Hollywood's glamorous social scene, befriending icons like Marilyn Monroe and Dean Martin. The lavish parties, exclusive nightclubs, and high society events that populated Jayne's calendar were a far cry from the humble gatherings and community events of her small-town past. But she navigated this new world with ease and charm. In 1958, Jayne's personal life became tabloid fodder when she divorced Paul Mansfield and married actor Mickey Hargitay, a union that would produce 2 more children, Miklos Jr. and Zoltan. The marriage was marked by passion and excitement, but also a deep sense of commitment to her craft. As Jayne navigated the complexities of her personal life, she remained steadfast in her pursuit of artistic excellence. Her relationship with Mickey, a talented actor and devoted partner, brought stability and support to her life, allowing her to focus on her career and nurture her creative spirit. Throughout the late 1950s, Jayne's film career continued to soar, with notable performances in The Sheriff, A Fractured Jaw, and It Takes a Thief. Her ability to effortlessly transition between comedy and drama earned her widespread critical acclaim, as well as a loyal following among audiences. As the decade drew to a close, Jayne found herself firmly established as one of Hollywood's leading ladies, a talented and dedicated performer who had captured the hearts of fans around the world. As the vibrant decade of the 1960s unfolded, Jayne Mansfield's career continued to evolve with a dynamic mix of film, television, and stage appearances that captivated audiences nationwide. She remained an endearing figure in Hollywood, revered for her effervescent personality, stunning looks, and undeniable talent that seemed to illuminate every role she took on. The year 1963 marked a significant milestone in her career as she starred in the Broadway production of Bus Stop, a play by William Inge that showcased her remarkable range as a dramatic actress. Her portrayal of Cherie, a saloon singer, was met with critical acclaim, further cementing her status as a versatile performer capable of navigating both comedic and dramatic roles with ease. Jayne's personal life, however, underwent significant transformations during this period. Her marriage to Mickey Hargitay, the Hungarian-born bodybuilder and actor she had married in 1958, came to an end in 1964. Her subsequent marriage to Matt Cimber, a film director known for his work on several low-budget films, was marked by turmoil and ultimately ended in divorce, reflecting the complexities and tumultuous nature of her personal relationships. Despite these personal struggles, Jayne remained steadfastly committed to her craft, continuing to act in a variety of films that showcased her talent and charisma. Movies like A Guide for the Married Man and The Wild, Wild World of Jayne Mansfield not only highlighted her comedic timing, but also allowed her to explore more dramatic roles, revealing depths to her acting capabilities that were previously unexplored. In a reflective 1966 interview, she shared her thoughts on her career trajectory, stating, "I've been very fortunate, I think, in being able to do the kind of pictures I want to do. I'm not just a sex symbol, I'm an actress." These words encapsulated Jayne's determination and passion for being recognized as a serious performer beyond her physical allure. Tragedy struck on June 29, 1967, when Jayne Mansfield's life was cut short in a car accident at the age of 34. The news sent shockwaves through Hollywood and beyond, with fans and colleagues mourning the loss of this vibrant and talented star whose presence had illuminated the silver screen for over a decade. In the years following her death, Jayne's legacy has endured, with her films remaining popular among classic movie enthusiasts who continue to marvel at her talent and charisma. Today, Jayne Mansfield is remembered as a true Hollywood icon, a woman who embodied the glamour, excitement, and unpredictability of the silver screen. Her life was marked by both triumph and tragedy, but through it all, she remained dedicated to her craft and left an indelible mark on the entertainment industry. She was a true trailblazer, paving the way for future generations of women in film and beyond, by challenging stereotypes and pushing boundaries with her bold choices, both on and off screen. Her story serves as a poignant reminder that success is not solely defined by one's accomplishments, but also by the obstacles overcome and the lessons learned along the way. That's all for today's Star Bios. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, I'm Casey Gold, reminding you to keep shooting for the stars.